Leftovers from Thanksgiving taste better than the actual meat. I'm not kidding. So we have another battle here. We are doing this stuff. Excadrill and Thunderous are gone, which is awesome. I'm not surprised Thunderous went, but I'm kind of surprised Excadrill went, even though I probably think Excadrill is a bigger threat. I'm more surprised that Excadrill went for some reason. So yeah, we have this is kind of a weirdish kind of battle because technically it's an NU battle. It's against AAmazing. He was using an NU team, and I just realized that I don't have any NUs that I've leveled up to 100 yet. So I just brought some RU stuff, and he said that was fine. So I'm like, okay, fine. He's using some unreleased dream abilities that really doesn't come into play too much, so it doesn't really matter. So yes, sort of kind of NU battle for his team, not really so much for mine, but we'll just get on. This isn't that great of a match, but you know, I'm narrating it, so it's at least half decent. So I decided to lead off with Hitmonlee. I'm not sure why I made this decision. I don't even remember. But he decides to lead off with Among Us. I'm like, okay, let's just see how much a choice banded adamant earthquake does. And it does like a quarter. I'm like, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, how bulky is Among Us? I know it's pretty bulky, but still, I did so little. So he puts me to sleep. I decide to stay and see what he wants to do. He ends up going for the toxic, predicting my switch. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Decided to go into Cultivable because he can take pretty much anything he wants to do since Sleep Cloud is intact. So he goes for the Giga Drain, does very little because I am especially defensive. So I decide here I think I just go for the T-Wave, predicting a switch into something. It seems very defensive, so his team isn't really hampered much by T-Wave, but I really didn't have much to T-Wave, and my camera skills really suck in this thing. As you can see right there, that's going to be bugging me, that thing on the left side. It's going to stay there for a while, because I left the room while I was recording this. So, go into my Feraligatr, pretty much predicting rocks or something like of the sort. I'm not really sure what this thing wants to do. It could be like a curse set, but Feraligatr's best thing had to take it, so go into that. Gonna go for the Earthquake, predicting him to predict a water move, and yeah, he does that, and he goes into Mola, and yeah, it takes that just as well, which is irritating. Dang, these regenerator walls are being a pain. So, going to my Sceptile, predicting said Scald, probably because I think I was going to go for the Scald, try to get the burn. He ends up just going for the Toxic, so that's not good. I decided to just fire off a Leaf Storm at this point, since, yeah, and he just goes for Protect to see what move I want to use and to kind of just scout me and stuff. So, decided to stay and go for Leaf Storm again, even though it's pretty obvious that the Among Us is going to come back, and with the Regenerator, it's going to be back up to full, because this is Dream World Among Us. So, Leaf Storm does pitifully little, even though it is X4 assisted, so I can't expect it to do that much. So I believe here what does he do here? I know I just switch into my Clefable again because I can take any hit. I think he predicts, yeah, he does predict that. He double switches and goes straight back into his friggin', what's that called again? I know it's Nageki, but what's its original name? Like Throw or something? Okay, so yeah, Throw. Sure was. Let's go with that. Go into my Claydol predicting fighting move. He predicts that again, goes for the payback. He's just predicting all over me, man. My prediction skills are just really off for this battle. That's how much a unboosted payback did. So another one will easily take me out. Have to choose between setting up rocks or spinning. Decide to set up my rocks, because you know what? Having them up is more useful than getting rid of them, even though I do have a Charizard on this team. So going to my Feraligatr now because I know I can set up on this thing pretty easily because I'm pretty sure it's banded judging by how much that payback did since it was unboosted. So I'm gonna go for the SD. He ends up going into his Mola, and I think I just go for the safe Earthquake, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I just see how much a +2 life formed adamant Earthquake does, and it does like exactly half. So I'm like, okay, that's fair. Go for the Toxic here, and I really should have predicted the Protect here because it's kind of obvious. And do I predict the Protect here? I think actually I do predict the Protect here. Go for the SD, but he predicts that I predict the Protect that, or he just thought he can live. So yeah, he outpredicts me again. I'm like, God damn it! So I decided here he's probably gonna protect now to get the Wish Protect going. So I decided why not let's just go for +6. Well, why the fuck not? So I now have a +6 adamant life orb max attack friggin' Feraligatr, and Earthquake doesn't even kill. He ends up going for the second Protect, just hoping I'd keep get it and so he can kill me off. He doesn't get it, so that's nice for me. So yeah, it doesn't kill, and that's really disappointing. So that's it's +6 for God's sake. I'm very disappointed in that damage. So Feraligatr dies to Life Orb, and Toxic go into my Charizard because I know he's gonna want to protect first turn to see what I want to do, and I can use that Protect turn here to get a free roost off. So that was nice for me, and that's cool in the hood. I'm gonna go for the safe HP Grass, not really feeling the need or predict because at this point there's not really much that can take to it from Charizard except maybe his Audino. So he goes into his Armaldo takes the hidden power grass very nicely, which makes me think that thing looks especially defensive for God's sake. I go for the fire blast, pretty confident that it will kill, judging by how much that hidden power did, and no, it lives by like a smidgen, as MBZ would say, and that was really irritating. God, that really pissed me off because Charizard could have done some crap in this match, and that really, I don't even know how much that is. That irritates me. So Charizard dies to 2 Rock Blasts, whatever. And now I go into my Clefable, so I can just easily revenge it. He decides to leave it in to die, because he'll die to Stealth Rocks coming back in. He probably went for the Rapid Spin in an attempt to get them off in case I wanted to overpredict myself, so whatever. Goes into his, crap, what's the thing called again? Throw. Goes in the throw. And, yes, I figure he's just going to go for the safe fighting move again. I figure it's banned. I'm gonna go into my Hitmonlee as Death Fodder, because it's pretty much useless when it's asleep. So I go into my Sceptile, because Sceptile is pretty much the only thing I have that can dent his entire team with Specs Leaf Storms all day long. So he goes into Audino, go for the Leaf Storm. Pretty sure a specially defensive Audino can take a Specs Leaf Storm at that range. But I do get a crit that probably didn't matter, because after the Poison, I would have been in Overgrow range, and even after the -2, I'm pretty sure a second Leaf Storm would be able to take it out. So it didn't really matter, but it kinda did. Goes back into his thing once again, gonna fodder out something once again to this stupid banded throw, because it's just destroying my team. Goes for another Storm Throw, which always crits. It's kind of like Frost Breath, as I did not know during this battle. I thought it was just critting me a lot. So, Storm Throw takes out my what's-its-face Clefable. Gonna go for the Leaf Storm again. I really don't have a choice. He still has the Among Us left, so it's pretty much his game at this point anyways. He's gonna fodder out his Iglim. I think that's Ilglim. I should know all the 5th gen Pokemon by now, but I really kinda don't. I do breed, so I know things about every single Pokemon, but anywho, missed the Leaf Storm, doesn't really matter. I don't think it would. I'm pretty sure Nageki could have lived that. I'm not sure. Whatever, takes me out with a Storm Throw. That is a fine match. Amazing. So that is another battle in the bag. That was a decent NU/RU kind of weirdish. Not really understanding the new tiers. There's other weird, cool changes in NU and just tiers in general. Like, I may actually start playing RU now since Venomoth and Mega are gone. Not to mention Cresselia. So RU is now a half decent tier for me to play. So I may start playing some RU battles. But we'll see. I still really like UU right now, and maybe we'll play some more OU now that the weather teams aren't as good. But I'm rambling now. So that was a good game, and I will see you guys later.